Hello world, I am back and let's have a quick tomato of working on Tomato 1 app. So actually, I don't know what I'm working on yet, but I will in just a second. So I'm just gonna bring up Xcode first. Ooh, and let me switch right into night mode because it's past 9 p.m. now. It's definitely time for the night mode. So the last thing I was showing you was this timer, the small timer window that shows up during break. So I improved that code a little bit. I can show you where I'm at currently. Let's see what happens when I launch. Cool. So it's not showing now because there's no timer running, but I can stop it. And I can go here and start a short break. And when I do that, the timer window shows up right there, telling me I have my short break running. So it's a great way to remind me that it's time to get back to work. Let's stop that. And for now, the whole timing is fine. Like the whole timing logic is fine for now. It's not perfect, it's fine. But what I'm gonna need in this app to make it different from Tomato 1, to make it better, is a window that will show me how my day was. Right here I have stats for the week and the previous week, but I don't have some kind of statistics for the current day. But we'll get there, and I want to start with adding I want to add a little hamburger icon someplace in this app, just like I have in focus list here. I want to have something like that for my Tomato 1. I'll probably put it in upper right corner just for now, but I'll later figure out a better place for it. With that being said, let's just get started. So let me say add hamburger icon with menu. And in that menu, I will show some options. For example, just like show daily stats, something like that. But for now, the goal is to add the hamburger icon in SwiftUI. So I think it was in content view, wasn't it? Good, I got title here. So there's only like title now, and I'm gonna wrap this title in HStack, which stands for horizontal stack. And I'm gonna put the title here, and here I'm gonna do something like text just saying icon. Okay, it's right there. That's great. So there are a few problems with that, but let me just do the quickest solution for it. First, let's go ahead and replace this text with a proper icon. So let me create burger icon, or like let's call it burger button. Burger button. Okay, I don't do previews, so I'm just deleting that. So burger button, for now, I'll just have it have a group of certain size. Like an empty group, right? With nothing. Let's see if this works. It doesn't. Content, nil. Let's try that. That doesn't work either. I think it's supposed to be returning something. I think I was dealing with a similar problem someplace. Oh, for ad. I was dealing with a problem, how would I return an ad that is invisible? I'm not sure. Oh, I was using a map and it was nil, it returned nothing. So strange. Okay. Let's do it different for now. Let's just, for now, return a proper group, and let's have it contain like empty text, I guess. I just want to size it. I want to give it a frame of like, how big should it be? Let's see how big is my, okay, it's like 22 pixels maybe, something like that. Let's do that, and let's give it also some background color. Background, because that's the important part. Color the purple, for example. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, purple works. So I created my burger button. I'm gonna go back to content view, and I'm gonna use this burger button. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's good. I have a little square purple icon here. Let me align this stack for title. Do alignment like center. Yes. Let me see if that worked. Okay, it didn't work. It didn't work. Interesting. Don't know what happened. But for now, let's just try to add these spacers here between the title and after the title, which will push the burger button all the way to the right, at least it should. That worked, but it's still not centered, and that's what bothers me. And I think I know what's going on. I have this padding here applied to the title, and instead it should be applied to the entire top row. So I tried fixing that, and that did work. Perfect. One more thing. Maybe we'll want some padding also from the right side here. So let's do trailing 10.0. And you may have just noticed that I have an issue now with my centering. The title isn't really centered, and that's because I'm trying to put a spacer here, an equally large spacer right here. So that kind of messes things up. And maybe a quick solution would be to just add like a group, or like, you know, some just a spacer of size like 10 pixels or like 22 pixels also to the left. But I have a better solution. Instead of that, I'm gonna add some leading space here of 10 pixels plus 22, which is the width of my burger button. And that should center it perfectly, which it does. But the problem is now I have a magic number here. You know what's a magic number? It's when you just use a constant like that, which doesn't make any sense in your code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do burger button, and I'm going to do like a static var size equals 22.0, and I'm going to reference it here, like self.size. Can I do that? I don't think I can. I don't think so. I don't think I can do that. But I can for sure do burger button.size. So I'll do that instead. And I'm going to go back to content view, and instead of using a magic number, I'm going to reference the burger button.size variable. Likewise, I can have like a side padding variable here set to 10.0, just to avoid magic numbers. So side padding for leading, and same thing for trailing. And maybe, whoa, okay, so double is not convertible to CG float. I'm gonna make sure that this is a CG float. And now when I build, oh, something pretty interesting happened now. I have an error in a completely different place, which means I did something wrong, but it won't tell me what did I do wrong. Whoa, this still worked. I mean, this still failed. I have another error here with my types. Let me try building that. Okay, worked. So now I'll try to bring back this padding command. Okay, perfect, worked. So, so basically the title row is fixed now, and I can go back to my burger button and I can keep working on it. So instead of text, I'm just gonna want to have some shapes there. So let me look for SwiftUI rect. And let's see if there's any way to just get a rectangle going for yourself. Okay, there's a rectangle thing going. That's great. So how are we gonna do this? I think let's try using rectangle. Rectangle, good. Like that. Can I do that? Will that work? Perfect. That works. So let's give it a background. And let's give it a frame, maybe. Maybe I'll just specify height, and I'll hope that it will take entire width that it has available. Wow, that worked. No, but it's not really purple as I want it to. Maybe what I have to do is swap these, and I don't know why this works, but I think this works. Actually, I'm not sure that it works. It's still not purple. Why? That's strange. Okay, let me try first multiplying this and changing the colors a little bit. let me get multiple rectangles in different colors. And let me actually change from group to VStack. Let's see what happens then. Good, but the colors are off, aren't they? Like this doesn't make seems like there's some variation with the colors, but it's minimal. Let's see what happens if I open this in Photoshop. Oh, I want to see what colors exactly these are. Wow, that's so strange, isn't it? It is purple, it is kind of red, and this one is kind of blue, but none of them have that color for real. It's very, very, very white-ish. Okay, let me come back to that. Let me first try setting up some spacing here for my VStack. Spacing, and set that to 2.0 pixels. Okay, that's good. What's up with these colors though? I know what's going on. They have strokes on them, so what I have to do is set, no. I thought they had stroke, but no, it doesn't seem like, oh yeah, hold on. Can I do nil for stroke style? No, but maybe I can do stroke style and go like 0 line width, maybe. Let's see. Okay, that worked. But let me see if this is the right way to define a missing stroke style. Is there something like a subclass of stroke style that says something like no stroke? It doesn't seem that way. Okay, let's go back. And I guess, well, I mean, what I could do is do another view. Struct stripe var body sum view, and it will just return a single stripe like that, and I'll have 3 of those. And let's see what that looks like. Good. Let me increase the spacing just a tiny bit. Kind of perfect, to be honest. Kind of almost there. Oh, let me copy color from my title. What color am I using here? Probably none here, but I think, well, what's the color? Is this some kind of default color? I just want to copy this color. Burger button. Okay, let's go for color.primary, maybe, yeah. Okay, well, it's not perfect. I think one in focus list looks a little bit better. The lines are thinner, so let me try doing that. Let's try using 2 pixel line height. Not height, but weight. Line weight is what I'm looking. Is the word that I'm looking for. Okay, never mind. So we got, okay, that looks somewhat better. It's maybe a little too wide. Maybe I want just a tiny bit more spacing. Let me try it with 5 pixels in between. And maybe I'm just going into too much detail at the moment, but this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good. I like it. So now I have and it doesn't look quite right in this corner, to be honest. Maybe I can go back to my content view and maybe increase this a little bit to like 15 pixels from sides. Is it better? I don't know. It's not really better, I think. This title, it just doesn't work very well here. I think it shouldn't be 15 pixels from the top. I think 10 is much nicer. Oh, this is bad. Let's do 12 everywhere and be done with it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I get Hamburger Icon. pretty quickly. So that's pretty neat. Let me now look for something like context menu SwiftUI. I think you can do something like that with SwiftUI. Oh, it has context menu modifier for creating pop-up menus. In iOS, this is usually triggered using 3D Touch, but it works just the same as right-click on macOS. Buttons. Okay. So the thing is, they are expecting a right-click. I think this context menu is something that will be triggered with right-click, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to my burger button and I'm gonna do context menu. And I'm gonna put in a couple buttons. Button. And it's gonna say something like, I don't know, show info. Preferences, that's what I need. I need preferences for sure. That's bad. How do they do it? Oh, a button needs an action always. So action, showing preferences, build. So I'm using left click now, nothing happens. I'm gonna use right click, still nothing happens. So this obviously doesn't really work. Let me try wrapping this entire thing in a button, because it's supposed to be a button, right? And let's say action, and like clicked, burger, button. And let's put the content right here, but let's move context menu from inside to outside of the button, like that. Oh, okay, no, I need to change the button style because this looks ugly. So I'm gonna do, I think here, button, style, custom, button, style. What was it? What was the class name? It was some button style. It was something like plain button style. So plain button style. And I have to initialize it, so that. So now it's a button. To be honest, I should be able to click it, right? Oh, I know what's happening here. It doesn't register clicks in between the stripes. And I was dealing with this problem before with my play and pause buttons. So it's gonna be resolved somewhere. I have buttons here. It has start button, and right there I have, it was a Z stack, right? It's right here, yeah. So what I just need to do is use Z stack and use clickable area below the stripes. So if I go back here, let me save this in a comment here. So instead of V stack, I'm gonna use Z stack. And inside of Z stack, there will be V stack. And inside of Z stack, there will also be clickable area, and that should make sure that I can click anywhere on the button, not only on stripes. Yeah, so I can normally click it now, which is perfect. Now I'm gonna try the right click. Oh, and that works, perfect. So I got right click resolved, but now I need to trigger the right click context menu on a regular left click. And I have no clue how to do that. It's like one of those SwiftUI things where it sounds like it's just gonna be in like a constraint. Like, I don't think I'll be able to do that, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking for some configuration for a context menu, but I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything useful. Okay. Oh, let me try. What did they say here? It's worth adding. Great. Here we go. How to manually show context menu in SwiftUI. You can use MenuButton with menu. What? Wow. Wow, that seems cool. Really? I can do that? MenuButton, look at that. Really? I don't believe it. But it seems cool. So let's go to burger menu. And instead of wrapping this in a button, oh, I should probably still wrap it in a button, but then I'm gonna wrap the button. Well, first, let me get rid of the context menu. Okay, so now, does it still build? Because this seems misaligned. Okay, so instead of wrapping my burger in a button, I'm gonna wrap button in a MenuButton. Wow, I can't believe this is a thing. Like this MenuButton, it's cool. Okay, there's some super strange error, but I think it's because my MenuButton is missing an argument. It should be just that. Yep. And so, okay, let me try running this. What? No. This is not what I want at all. This is not what I want. Okay. Maybe I need to do this one. Like change the style of it. Oh. So this sounds like it's gonna be a little different. But okay, so the label for MenuButton, okay, so I got it a little bit confused because the stuff that's inside here should be all my menu items, and this label right here should be what triggers it. So right now I have a string triggering my MenuButton, but I'm pretty sure I could change my label to be a button. Okay. Here's MenuButton where label is a text. Is there any other MenuButton where label is like a view? Well, I don't know. MenuButton structures. So the question is, can we make label a block? Don't think so. What? Strange. Wonder if we could do that. Just like that. Wow, that worked? Awesome. So now instead of using text for my trigger, option 1. Let me just first try this one. Hold on, let's save this stuff here. So that's not good. Oh. Okay, I think I just need to add action here. Okay, let me add another action right here. Okay, trigger is right here, that's good. So now let's replace, and why is it so big, right? Like, does it span all the way here? Because it's strange. And I have to fix the frame later. Okay, instead of text, let's now use this Z stack. I wonder if this will work. Oh, it built. So let's see what it looks like. Wow, that works. That's awesome. But it's way too wide. So can I adjust the width of my MenuButton? Frame, width, size. or like burger button that size, burger button that size. Wow, I can't believe this worked. That's awesome. I'm very surprised. I'm super surprised. I was expecting much harder time getting this to work. Now in the Stack Overflow post, they see that MenuButton won't work on iOS. So that means you will want to have a different solution for iOS that makes this burger button not reusable between platforms, which kind of stinks, but there's actually going to be an easy workaround. Like we're just gonna extract the graphics out to a separate view. So like we have stripe here, I can actually do it right now. I can just extract stripes, or more like burger stripes, var body sum view, and stripes are basically our Z stack, this guy here. So we'll do burger stripes here. And I can, I'm missing an S here. Okay, and I think I can copy frame to stripes, like that. So when we do iOS, what's gonna happen? And like for iOS, there's no context menu like this. There's gonna be like, I think there's gonna be a custom view with these options. At least that's how it is for focus list. So like iOS doesn't give you a menu like that from system, right? You have to do this positioning by yourself. But we'll get there when we'll get there. This is not super important at the moment. What's important now is I'm gonna make one more thing work before I wrap it up for today. Because I have just, I think I only have a few seconds left, to be honest. I got 18 seconds left, but that's fine. I'll take a little longer, but I really wanna make at least one thing function, and that's showing preferences. So there's a show preferences on app delegate. All I need to do is get like an instance of my app delegate, which I don't have right now, because this is not a singleton, but I think I could make it. So static var instance, or like shared, is app delegate question mark. And when we initialize, we'll say app delegate that shared equals self. And now I can go back to my burger button and change one of these to preferences. And when we click it, we're gonna say app delegate shared show preferences, sender nil. Really? Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what self is, what sender is. Doesn't matter at all. Okay, so preferences, I get to see preferences. Beautiful. So I have a functional burger icon in the corner of my app, and I did all of that during one tomato. So that is a success. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with where I will continue working on daily overview, I think.